So Liam was gone for work, and that was all planned. And then it is 7:25 on Monday evening. Liam's flights have all been canceled. He is stuck in New Orleans until Thursday. So to remedy the situation, I'm going to pick him up. We have packed up some snacks and some food and some water, and I'm gonna go to bed. It's now only 7:46, and then whenever I wake up, I'll head out and drive 12 hours to rescue Liam. So hopefully all things go well. Okay. It's it's 3. All right. We're in the car. We're gonna go. Well, we're in Greensboro. It is 9. I'm 5 hours in. There has been a lot of podcast listening. Surprisingly, but also not very surprising, a lot of The Killers. Very surprisingly, a lot of Weezer. I'm listening to a lot of them. Starting to feel hungry, but I did pack snacks. My hummus is getting a little weird because it's not refrigerated. But who needs refrigerated hummus? Gotta get some gas. Before getting into Atlanta, I wanted to make sure to have a full tank just in case anything happened. But we're making some progress. We're a little bit under halfway. So that's good. No problem so far. Fingers crossed. Alright, we are halfway. I really had to go to the bathroom, so I just pulled off at the next exit, and I was hoping that there was maybe going to be something for lunch. But there's 2 gas stations and a Hardee's, and I've never eaten there before, and I don't know how it's going to make me feel, so I'm just going to skip that and maybe just eat some peanut M&Ms for lunch and then go from there. But we're halfway, so that's good. Making progress. Everything's on time. I'm in Georgia, and it's 27 degrees. So I've gone 3 states south, and it's about half the temperature. It was like 50 when I left Raleigh. That's 27. But no bad weather yet, so still got the fingers crossed. Look who I found.
Welcome to my humble abode. It's my office. That's my bag. Oh.
Does it not smell good?
It smells like cinnamon buns. I feel like that's not what you want in a soup.
Alrighty. How you feeling?
Pretty tired, which is probably not the greatest when you start a road trip.
Alright, it's 7:30 here and 8:30 where we're headed, and we're just starting now, and it took me 13 hours to get here. So, quick math, like 9 or 10 tomorrow morning, we should be home. Hopefully all goes well. Still having fingers crossed. How you doing?
Pretty tired. I think my body doesn't really know what time it is currently. I think in the last 4 days I've worked noon to midnight shifts, midnight to noon shift. Yesterday I went to bed at 9 p.m. and woke up at 1 p.m. today, and then now I'm driving 12 hours in the middle of the night. So yeah, it's been pretty crazy.
And I slept from 10 to 4 last night, drove from 4 a.m. to 5 p.m. today. And then we're back in the car from 8 p.m. and now it's 3 a.m. And the plan is to just keep going until we get home. Do you think that we'll be able to do that?
I would rather sleep in my own bed than the back of your Prius. So, yeah, I think that we're gonna do it.
That's the plan. Well, it's 3 in the afternoon now. Liam's still sleeping upstairs. But we basically got home this morning around 9 and showered and went to bed. The trip could have gone much worse. It also could have gone better. We ended up getting into a little bit of an accident. So I'll show you guys that. So we lost my light in here. It's all in there, jammed in. It scraped up the front of the vehicle. The light scraped up around here. Did a real number on the windshield. Busted up the side panel. Scraped along the windows here. Pulled this little guy out some. Like I said, could have been much worse. So a truck just hit a skid plate. Whoa. A truck had just hit a skid plate and it sent it out the back end, and there's no way we could have not hit it. It just shot right out at us. So it hit that little front set of lights and scraped the whole way back. So I've already got an insurance claim out. Hopefully all of that will be settled soon. Maybe when Liam gets up we can do a little debrief. I'm not sure. We'll see. Alrighty. It's been like a couple days. I've been recovering.
I left for work it was supposed to be a month. It ended up being 3 weeks because I got another job offer from another company while I was away with a company. So I had to tell them that I was leaving to come home to have enough time to be here with Leah before leaving.
And to hopefully get stuff because we weren't sure when he needs to leave again.
Yeah, and I still don't know when I'm supposed to leave again. So that was kind of a kerfuffle a little bit. But
also, Texas froze over.
Yeah.
Which threw a wrench in Liam's plan. So the original plan was...
So nothing was planned out really at all. So I had to get tickets like 12 hours in advance for flights. And I ended up trying to do that during an ice storm in the south, which never happens. So flights got canceled for a week, and I would have had to stay in a hotel that had on and off power for the week until Friday. So that would have been 4 days in a hotel that might not have power. So it was either take the train for 27 hours or try to have Leah come and get me. So
yeah, so we decided the night before, like, I'll drive down and come get you. I'll just leave the next morning.
Yeah.
That was just gonna be like the easiest, cheapest option.
And when I left work, they almost couldn't find a ride for me to drive an hour and a half to my hotel, and I was going to have to call a taxi for $200. But right before the taxi was supposed to leave, I ended up finding someone to bring me, thankfully, because that would have been terrible. So pretty much everything that last week was pretty terrible, but I mean,
and then with your hotel,
I'm here now, so I guess it worked out.
You got dropped off at your hotel, and then what?
So I got dropped off at my first hotel, and they hadn't had power for a full 24 hours, but they didn't tell me until I got there. I drove an hour and a half to get there, and then they were kicking people out.
And he booked like 6 hours before when they already didn't have power.
And I got dropped off, so I didn't have a car, so I had to take an Uber to another hotel, and they were having issues with logging people in and confirming that they bought rooms. So I had to sit in the lobby for a few hours waiting for them to figure out how to do it, and I ended up having to buy an extra room to be able to stay there.
So the way that this was all gonna work is I left at 4 a.m. to drive down. It was 13 hours. So I got there at like 5-ish. We got some food so that we'd have like a full belly, and then we decided that we were gonna like turn around and just drive back the next day. And so we did that, and Liam was driving, but that meant I was gonna be in the car for like 27 hours straight.
Yeah,
Minus-
which you pretty much were. Anyway.
Minus like our hour of dinner in the like hotel that we like DoorDash. And who knew that 27 hours in our car would be so horrible?
That was another thing too added on. It felt like I was kind of cursed for the past week. The first time ever doing DoorDash, I ordered food and it came 20 minutes late and it was someone else's food. So thank you, Brianna W., for having me eat your food, but your choice in burrito bowls,
What was it? Tell them.
it was steak, sour cream, and lettuce.
That's it.
And that's
Nothing else.
So whoever you are, I ate it anyway, but
That's pretty messed
you
up.
should definitely reevaluate your food choices.
So anyways, Liam drove most of the way, and then the whole car thing happened, and that was at 4 a.m. So we kind of just weren't really sure what it was. We figured it was a skid plate, and then we just kind of stopped at the next gas station to look at what had happened. It was fine. It was drivable. We drove it all the way home. But it just kind of dampened the mood. Like, I just got that car. But I have to have the full insurance because it's like I'm making payments on it. So highly would recommend, because I got the estimate back and it was like $5,000 worth in damage,
Yeah.
and I only have to pay $100.
And it wasn't even bad. It was
No.
it was little stuff on pretty much
Yeah,
the entire
like
car.
you guys saw. So would highly recommend insurance.
Yeah, seriously.
But yeah, so we're just kind of waiting to hear back from the company to see when he's gonna head out. Although the company is out of Texas,
Yeah.
so
Who
like,
knows when?
yeah. So who knows when we'll hear back from them? They probably still don't have power, which means
Yeah.
they're definitely not gonna send him an email.
So I'm kind of on vacation at the moment.
Yeah. But
For the
anyways,
time being.
that was Rescue Liam.
It was an experience, to say the least. I wouldn't say it was very fun, but
It was a great memory.
yeah, it's an awesome memory.
Also, that Vietnamese food was really good.
Yeah.
That food was really good.
Other
Probably
than my
like highlight.
soup smelling like cinnamon rolls, that was kind of weird.
Yeah.
But it was good.
Anyways, stay tuned. I'm sure there'll be more updates about the job. Alrighty. See you when I see ya.